Okay guys, so Genshin Impact has been around since 2020 now. A lot of people have been getting burnt out or kind of tired of the gameplay, like Spiral Abyss. They introduced Imaginarium, but Imaginarium is also kind of just like, it just feels like a different form of Spiral Abyss almost. It feels like a simulated universe, like from HSR. And a lot of people, like if you go on Hoyo Lab, there's been polls where they've been asking people if they want PvP in Genshin. I know it's a hot topic, and like when I looked at the poll in Hoyo Lab, more than 50% of the people who responded to the poll wanted PvP. Now, personally, I don't think the Genshin community will benefit from having P. And I think at PvP, I think there's enough PvP games out there that anyone who wants that can find, especially Hutao, who's in my chat. Hutao loves PvP and he loves being toxic. But anyone who's like Hutao can basically find a game that they like. So I don't think Genshin needs PvP yet, but I had some other ideas for what Genshin could do. Not that they'll listen to me, not that I'll submit all these into like the suggestion box, but I just kind of want to get them off my chest and bounce them off other people and see what they think. But I think it would be cool, first of all, my first idea is indirect PvP. So there was this game, I used to play this MMORPG. It's probably like older than some of you guys in chat. I know it's older than Hutao for sure. I used to play this MMORPG called Ragnarok Online. And back in the day, they had like this massive PvP. It was like every week, you would have this thing called War of Imperium. And there were different castles in different areas of the world. So there's different cities in that game, just like how there are different cities here in Teyvat and Genshin. And basically each city had like a castle, right? And you would get with your guild. So this requires like a guild system. And basically you would go to war, like a massive PvP battle in these castles, and you would have to break like a crystal, right? And whichever guild broke the crystal would gain ownership of the castle until the next War of Imperium. So they gave that castle for a week, and the castle would have like a dungeon in the basement, and like these where you could get like special guild treasures and whatnot, and you could like farm without other players like kill stealing you and stuff like that. It was mostly for bragging rights. But my idea is like, okay, maybe not have people compete directly against each other PvP style, but have something like that, right? Have it where these castles are PvE, like there's monsters in there, like really high level monsters, right? Like abyss level monsters in these castles. Like there's a Mondstadt castle, there's a Liwa castle, there's an Inazuma castle, and then have people like you have your guild, right? You have your buddies, you and your friends, you compete it, you go into these castles, these instances, and just have it be like time trial, like whichever guilds can clear it the fastest, like get a castle, you know what I mean? Like give it a limited time, like the thing has to be limited time, right? And whoever can clear it gets the castle for like a week or something, and then maybe just have it be like minor benefits, so that way like, you know, free-to-play players don't feel like they're missing out or something just because their characters are like on a weaker power level. And you could even have it where there's like a ranking, right? Where there's like top 3 or something, get it? That way it's not always the same people. And I think, honestly, I don't know what you guys think, but I think that'd be a cool idea. Like that way you're not killing people directly, you're just killing monsters, you know, your characters aren't getting beat up on. And it would encourage like co-op strategy and tactics, right? Like make it so that people like in domains, you can't have 2 people using the same characters. You can just like have like 4 Farinas on screen or whatever, you know, just like burst everything with her summons. And then yeah, then you have to like really try hard to like kill these waves and waves of abyss level monsters through a domain style like castle, maybe where you even have to move, like traverse, you know what I mean? That way you can't just pick like the same strongest combat characters. Like you need some characters that have different traversal skills as well. And then yeah, like I said, whoever wins these time trials gets like those minor rewards, like they get a base for a week or something like that, or get a base for a season or something. I think that would be one way to do PvP. It's fine, but make it optional so people like you don't have to stress like crazy in a team setting. Yeah. I think it should be completely optional. That's what I totally agree, Butterfly Eyes. I think PvP in all games should be completely optional. Like no one should be forced into it. Yeah, but that's my idea. Just it's kind of a compromise idea. I guess is what I'm trying to get at. Like people who do want to play more competitively in multiplayer will have an option, and then people like you, Butterfly, who just want to like, you know, do your own business, play single player PvE, can like have their own thing. But yeah, I just don't believe that the game, the reason I don't believe direct PvP, one is going to be, I don't believe in direct PvP is the right thing, because I think it's going to get really toxic for one thing, and I like that the Genshin community is kind of like a little more on the wholesome side. Actually, I know there's a lot of really horny Genshin players and really toxic Genshin players too, but I think it will be even more toxic. Let's just put it that way. It'd be even more toxic if there's PvP. And I don't want Genshin to change like that. I like that it's like more on the wholesome side, you know? And then number 2, like it took like a massive rebalancing of the characters that are in the roster right now. If they were to do PvP, like imagine how unbalanced all these characters are in their current state. People will get toxic if you like another character. They will get worse if it is just straight PvP. There will be blood. Yeah. So yeah, that's my thought on that, on the PvP. The other thing I was gonna say, this is kind of a totally different thing, but just another idea to kind of keep Genshin fresh and not get stale, is that, and I know a lot of people don't even care about the teapot, the Serenity teapot anymore, but I think if they turn the teapot into another mini game, maybe another meta game might be the right word. I don't know if that's the right word for it, but I think they could turn the teapot into something almost like Stardew Valley if they really wanted to. Like if they can make it, because we haven't actually seen like livestock animals in Genshin. Like we haven't seen domesticated cattle. We haven't seen domesticated pigs. We haven't even seen domesticated chickens. I think it would be cool if you like did a Stardew Valley style game inside the teapot, and then make it so that you could turn those like the animal products and stuff into like unique craftables that are only craftable within the teapot. I think that would be really cool. And then make it so that you could also sell the stuff that you make in the teapot. You know, just to make a little bit more. Don't make it like a huge amount that unbalances the game, but just something to give some incentive to make it, you know, more fun and encourage players to do it. And then also have like maybe even like workshops or workbenches, right? So maybe you could take like some crystal ores, like mystic ore. I mean, not mystic ore. That's the refined version. Maybe have a mystic ore. I don't know. But different ores, and like craft them into like 3-star and maybe even 4-star artifacts. Like just a little bit, you know. And I don't want it to be a common balance, like I said, but you know, if you could craft like 3-4 artifacts, just for some fodder, I think it'd keep it fun. You know, I think that'd be cool if, like, say there could be like a clockwork bench in it, and it makes this type of artifact. You know, if you craft on any of the right ores. The other thing is decor. I think it'd be cool if you could cook. If you cook food and place all the food out like on a table, like you could go and do in Stardew Valley. I think that'd be kind of cool. And like if your characters could even like move autonomously and like sit at the table and eat, that would be really cool. And I think like if you go to a teapot, let me actually go to my teapot really quick and I'll show you guys just to kind of illustrate what I'm talking about. You don't even touch the Imaginarium Theater. You don't have the teams for Spiral Abyss. Your opinion doesn't matter anyway. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people. Actually, a lot of my friends don't even go through with the whole Abyss, and I could totally see why. It gets really repetitive after a while. Like once I did it, once I was able to clear it like consistently, like now it's just kind of a chore, honestly. when it does get really hard, it can be funny. It can be fun content sometimes if you make it fun. If you pick challenge teams. You have a funny glitch. Okay, let me know the glitch in chat and I'll get to it after I get out all these thoughts. Let me actually switch to my other pot. I was gonna say decor-wise, it would be kind of cool. I know that this would probably be a huge load on like the servers and stuff, but it'd be cool if you could put up any photo you take on the walls. And then I think that would kind of encourage people a little bit more to do a little bit more photography. Let me switch my realm to like my Mondstadt one or something. Because I know there's that item that you get and you could put like the hangout images in it, but it'd be cooler if you could put any photo that you take into those frames. And that would be another thing that I think would add to the teapot. And it would make the photography, like it would add just another dimension to the photography, you know. Speaking of which, I think that they should also add like the filters that like ZZZ has. Like you could have these frames, right, which show the pictures from the hangouts and stuff. It'd be cool if you could do that for like any picture that you take, honestly. There was one last thing I wanted to say about this teapot idea. I think it'd be really cool if there were like unlockable scenes. Like, you know, right now they have those little scenes, like those little conversations. As you get the friendship level up, you could chat with them and they have like unique dialogues. And then as you put their gift sets in, they have unique dialogues. I think it'd be cool if you could set your characters to do certain tasks on your, you know, quote unquote farm, right? And they have like different scenes based on what you have them doing and where your farm level is at. Like, I just think that'd be a cool feature. If you're watching the VOD, let me know what you guys think of these ideas for Genshin Impact. I think they would help refresh it, bring some new life into the game. And let me know if you guys have any of your own ideas in the comments. Thanks. Take care. Bye.